I spoke with Seba about continuing. I was happy to do it. I was happy here with the work, with the guys, with the staff, with the club, with fans, with everything. And at that moment, that was the easy decision to make. So we agree upon conditions and everything in 10 minutes. And that was that moment. Obviously, after that, I mean, this season everything started very early. All the transfers and the clubs trying to find the new players and so on and so on, much earlier than usual. So I had to decide also in the moment where I didn't have any other option, meaning nobody else from anywhere. No other championships were searching for coaches, or it was not even the middle of the season. So at that moment, we had to do this quick decision, because here everybody was starting to going away. So one of the strategies, let's say, was to try to build immediately the team for the next season. So I jumped right on it. Then, as the situation developed with the games, with victories, with playing good, with going forward with the Champions League, especially after winning against Lube, obviously all of those things start to draw attention to not only on me but on every player we had. So we constantly started to receive the calls from the strongest club for our players, and I received more or less, I don't know, maybe a month, maybe 20 days before the start of the playoffs. I got a call from Perugia. And to be honest, at the moment I was like, I signed here. I just don't, at the first thought was, I don't want to think about it. Then in that moment I was already almost agree with my wife that she will go back to Serbia because it was really difficult for us. I'm staying in Katowice. I'm traveling every day for 1 hour in one direction. With COVID situation wasn't helping at all. She wasn't speaking Polish. My kids were going into school with English language, no friends, nobody to speak with, nobody to have social life at all. I was going away all the time. So let's say that the family situation wasn't ideal. Then when I got the call from Perugia, it was like a period of, I must say, around 20 days where I haven't slept because of the heaviness of the decision I have to make. From professional point of view, it was the hardest decision ever I had to take. And it took me a really long time to even decide whether to speak with Perugia, because once it took me 10 days just to have an offer, because I didn't. If I start talking with them about the offer, that means that I'm seriously thinking about going away. And I told them I really need time just to think about decision and everything without even talking about I don't know how many years or the conditions of a contract or anything. And then I realized practically that we were in Perugia 3 years. We have friends there, and if it was for any other club, probably I would say no, because that means we would have to start all over again in the new city, new environment, new school. Everything would be new. But coming back to Perugia, I mean, meant that we would come back to the situation we were already been for 3 years. We have friends there. My kids have friends there. The conditions for them to practice volleyball was really good. So let's say these family situations were much better. So that was the practically the main reason, because I decided to start talking with Perugia. So it doesn't have anything to do with here, with my situation here, because I'm telling this from the start of the season. I'm not absolutely. I never had, probably never will, had the better experience as a coach, because conditions to work are perfect. I find the chemistry with my staff. I find the chemistry with the guys. We had this mutual trust, let's say. So it was overall the great experience that I had. So leaving it behind for me was a really tough decision. And but if I had to go back on my word, the reason why I would do it and why I did it was my family. I'm not behind my family, if you know what I mean. But I already went away my first year here, so we weren't together. They stayed in Verona, and I came here, and it was tough. And I said to myself, I will never go back again in this situation where I'm not with my family. And I'm aware that this is the job that I'm doing, that it's not like a player. Maybe they will give you 2, 3, 4 years of contract, so you will stay in one place a little bit longer. For coaches, it's much more unpredictable, because you can get fired after 1 year. And having a kids, my boys are 14 and 10, so they are in the, not anymore like in the kindergarten, so you can move them wherever you want with you. They're starting to have, they are in the tender age, let's say, for us to be together. So I decided that the best thing for my family is to move to Perugia. So I will repeat myself. It's not like, oh, Perugia called me and they gave me better economic conditions, or they would give me I don't know what better than here, because here I had a great contract, I had a great team, we did this great results all this season. Experience for me is amazing. But as I was saying, if I have to go back on my word, it would be because of my family.